Hey guys, so I'm back again with another video. So if you're new here, my name's Holly and today I'm going to be doing my 2020 yearly favourites video. So I've done a few, well no I haven't done a few, I've done one monthly favourites video, but I really like watching these at the end of the year because they're kind of the things that have stood the test of time and all through the year I've loved basically. So I've got it in a few categories and we're just going to go through them all and I'll tell you what my favourites are. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to start overall with beauty, and within that let's start with eyes. This has been a massive 2019, have I been saying 2020? This is my 2019 favourites by the way, if I said 2020. But I got this for Christmas in 2018 and so it really has been used all throughout 2019, and it's the Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette, and I like it because it has so many colours in, but they're all really wearable, and then it's got a couple of brights in there if you feel like being adventurous, but it's mainly just wearable shades. My most worn shade is, you can see the light pink one that's hit pan. I love all of the tans, crease colours. It's just a great palette, and you can see by the state of it that it's rather well loved. So yeah. Okay, next, if I'm travelling and I want a smaller palette, this is a recent buy, but it's such a pretty palette, and it's the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk palette. Really lovely colours, and it gives kind of like pinky, really pretty girly fresh look, and I love all Charlotte Tilbury stuff. Just feels so luxurious when you use it, and all the packaging is so lovely, and their Instagram, like it makes me want everything because everything looks so glowy and the girls look so just good, and I really want the makeup they're wearing. So if you haven't checked out their Instagram, definitely do, but you'll probably want everything after. Next, if I'm doing my liquid eyeliner, I love the Kat Von D Tattoo eyeliner. This is in a state, so probably not the best example to show, but I just find this, out of all the eyeliners I've used, is the easiest to apply, and I'm not the best at makeup or eyeliner, so it makes it super easy, and yeah, I just really like using it. So there's that one. Again, a bit worse for wear. My favourite mascara, which has been my favourite mascara for over 5 years now. I've been through over 20 of these, and it's the Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara. Super cheap, and I've used Lancome, I've used Charlotte Tilbury, and this is, I always come back to this, it's just so good. It doesn't clump, really like makes your lashes long and thick, so easy to use. Massive fan. If this ever went, I'd be really stuck. So that's kind of a life favourite, to be honest. A decade favourite, shall we say. And lastly, for brows, Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. I love this, and I haven't had it in a while, but I recently purchased it again, and you can see just how tiny the little nib is. So it literally looks like hairs when you're drawing them on. It makes them look much more natural. So I've got it on my brows today, you can see, and they just look a lot more natural. And I've also got the brow gel from Anastasia on, just the clear one, which I love as well. Okay, so that's eyes. Now we're moving on to face. If I am just not really doing anything, I love the Maybelline Dream Fresh BB Cream. Can only get this in America now, so whenever I go to America I get about 10 tubes of it. But it's really cheap, and it's SPF 30, really like dewy, still gives you a bit of coverage and glow, and just evens out your skin. It's really nice for when you're either on holiday or doing like lighter makeup days. Love, 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 love this. The finish is just so nice. And I've spoken about this quite a lot, but if I'm wearing foundation, I love my Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk. I've got this on today, and there's just nothing that makes sure it has good coverage. It doesn't have really high coverage, but it has pretty good coverage. But as the name suggests, it's really luminous and glowy, so gives like a natural look, but covers you up if you've got a lot of imperfections or whatever and redness and you want to cover it up, then this is amazing because it still gives you that natural look. It's not too matte, not too dewy, just like literally perfect finish. So I'm obsessed with this. We've got my Bare Minerals concealer. This concealer is excellent. I need to get a new tube. It's, I think, the Bare Skin concealer. I wear the shade Fair, but it is very light. So yeah, bear that in mind. But this stuff's really good. It is like, again, like the foundation, very luminous and just a nice concealer. Blends really well, which I look for in a concealer because sometimes I just want to put it on when I don't have any makeup underneath and I want it to blend, and it does. So I love that. Now moving on to powders. Don't really need to say much about this. Bare Minerals Mineral Veil, just a loose, lovely translucent powder. I used to use Laura Mercier, but it was so big and clunky, and I think this is better. So controversial, but I love it. Next is a Bare Minerals bronzer. Again, I've changed. I used to use Hoola, now I use this because this, I think it's better for my skin as it doesn't contain talc. But this is just a really nice colour. It's like warm, but not too warm, so you can still contour with it. So it's really good. Because I don't have a contour powder, I just use bronzer, so excellent. And I wear the shade Warmth in that. This is one of my favourite makeup products ever. It's the Charlotte Tilbury Cheek to Chic in Pillow Talk, and the glow that this gives to your cheeks is so nice. It's like I've got it on today, so you can see. It's like a really natural highlight, but kind of pinky and just a like lovely luminous blush that just makes you look healthy instantly. So I will love this forever. Really, really love this blush. Okay, well that's all for face now. So let's move on to lips. Firstly, you can see how much I love this. It's so tiny. I've used this forever. It's the MAC lip liner. Needs a sharpen, but you can see the colour in Whirl. It's just like your lips look better, but slightly darker kind of colour. So yeah, I can kind of wear this with any lipstick I want. It's a really versatile lip liner. So I really recommend this if you're just after one lip liner that will serve you lots of purposes, because this one's lovely. Sometimes I just put lip balm on and then put this on, and it gives a really nice look as well. So I love this. Need to get a new one because this is a bit ridiculous. So for a red lip, this is the only Kylie lip kit I have, and this is in, I can't remember the exact colour, it doesn't say on here, but it's Boss, something Boss Lady or Boss something, and it's the perfect red. I love this red. And obviously it comes with a lip liner, but I have that to hand, and yeah, it's just a really nice, just basically perfect red, like bang on red colour. Staying power is amazing. Yeah, I mean, Kylie did well. I recommend. And I also have been loving quite luminous lipsticks, so I've got one to show you here. Urban Decay Love Light. So it looks just like a normal lipstick, but when you put it on, it has little flecks of glitter and stuff in to give a shimmer. Another one I love, which is a bit more colour to it, a bit more of a plum, is the Charlotte Tilbury Walk of Shame. She has a whole range of these like luminous lipsticks, and they're lovely. So really want to get Pillow Talk in that as well. But yeah, I love Walk of Shame. Really good colour. So that's makeup done. Now we're moving on to skincare. So I've been switching up my skincare routine a lot in 2019, and I found a new brand that I really love, and that is Lumiere MD. So I have a few things from them. I have their Purifying Gel Cleanser. This is a great one. Just a really basic cleanser. This is all vegan and all natural, which I think my skin really likes, like basics. So it's been really loving this. And then with that, I use their Hydrolite Facial Moisturiser, which is also super nice. It's a really cool lid as well. It opens like that, and then you've got a little pump. It's just cool. And yes, for normal to oily skin, and this is great. It doesn't it doesn't disappear into my skin. It, like, I can feel it, but it's not sticky. It's just like just feels like I've been moisturised and healthy feeling, but it's not greasy or anything like that. So lovely one. And then lastly, I have their Sheer Hydration Broad Spectrum Sunscreen SPF 40. I wear this every day. It's a tinted sunscreen, SPF 40 in it. Super important to wear for your skin. And this one literally feels like a BB cream or something. Like, it's not broken me out at all, and it doesn't leave any kind of cast because it's tinted, and it's not greasy. So this, if you're looking for a sunscreen, is absolutely great. This would be great for going on holiday, and because it's tinted, you can just, sometimes I just wear this and some concealer, and it's a really nice makeup look as well. So that's our skincare done. Now moving on to fragrance. So I found what is my favourite forever fragrance this year, and I've nearly run out, so sad, but it's the Giorgio Armani Because It's You fragrance. And yeah, I need to pick some more of this up when I'm next at an airport. But this smells like, oh, it's just so nice. It's like fruity. I'd say it falls into the fruity category rather than like floral, but fruity, but still a bit like musky. It's really nice, quite like girly without being like a young girl scent kind of thing. Like, it's mature but it's still fruity and girly. Not very good at describing scents, but love that. And then what I also love is Jo Malone. So I have the honeysuckle and Davina scent, and I have the peony and blush suede. Peony and blush suede's a lovely, lovely smell. I'm sure you can go on the Jo Malone website and it'll explain the scents much better than I will, but yeah, this smells like peonies, basically. So no, their perfumes are really nice, and they're really strong. Like, you can smell them on yourself all day, but they are pricey, hence why I have the tiny bottles, because like, you don't need much of these, so I would recommend getting the small ones. But I know it makes more financial sense to get the bigger ones in the long run, but if you want to try multiple, definitely get the smaller ones. Okay, so now we're done with that, we're on to like more general stuff. So I am going to talk about clothes that I like. Instead of like having a massive pile of stuff, I'm just going to insert photos for you guys. So firstly is the Topshop denim jacket that you guys know I love. I put it in a few videos. It's dark like grey denim with a shearling lining, and this, I've always said, is like perfect for when it's too cold for a jacket and you don't really want to wear a big coat. It keeps you nice and warm and is stylish, and yeah, perfect for spring, going into spring. So yeah, another jacket I love is my All Saints leather jacket. This again goes with everything, really cute with dresses and stuff, and if you're looking for a leather jacket, you can't beat All Saints, and I believe they have a sale on at the moment, so definitely check them out. I'll leave links to everything in the description so that you guys can have a look, but yeah, definitely check out All Saints leather jackets at the moment because they're massively reduced. So next, let's do like shoeses. So my Shein leather boots, they're like stiletto point toe leather boots. I've spoken about these before, that I was really surprised at how comfortable they were. I didn't expect them to be so comfortable, and I've worn them to death. I love them so much. They could be from like Kurt Geiger or somewhere. Like, I think they're £20, but they're so good and so comfy, and I can last like a good 10,000 at least steps in them. And they just are so comfortable. They're like padded on the inside, more comfortable than some of my £100 boots. Like, I love them. Next, Ultra Boosts for gym shoes or comfy shoes. There is no comfier shoe. I'm just going to leave it at that. They are the comfiest shoe. Oh, also from Shein or Shine, these Chanel dupes. I couldn't believe when I found these. They're comfy, they're stunning, little pearl in the heel. You're never going to find a dupe like this unless you buy the £600 Chanel ones. They do have a red sole, but you could paint this. I might paint it because it's a bit in your face and like quite obvious that they're not Chanel if they've got a red sole. But what can you do? I wanted to show you guys them so you could see the quality because it's really good. And then also UGG slippers. If you're looking for some slippers, the UGG ones are really good. They've got like a hard sole, so if you need to go out, pop outside in them, like to get your post or whatever, then you can. But they're also super comfy and soft for inside, so they're just the best really, worth the investment I would say. Oh, my new Cambridge satchel bag, which I showed you in my what I got for Christmas video. Super small size. I think they're so reasonably priced and the leather on them is so beautiful. So I'll link that for you guys as well. I thought they were only just satchels and I found all these amazing bags and I was like, oh my god, like they look high-end designer. They're stunning bags. So, glasses. You guys might not know, but I wear glasses and these are my glasses. They're a bit dirty. They are just Ray-Ban round ones and I really like these because the reason I didn't used to like wearing glasses is because I hate seeing like the frames. But with those, because they're such thin wire frames and they're round and they're big, you have a really good range of vision in them. So, and they're kind of in fashion at the moment, so I really recommend that style of glasses just because they're so comfortable to wear and easy to see in, basically. Lastly, my Primark PJs, these super soft ones. Again, wore them in my Christmas video. I have them on right now because I'm a slob. They are so soft, so cheap, and I live in Primark pyjamas, Primark fluffy pyjamas. Like, I don't know why anyone would wear anything else, basically. Lastly, M&M trousers. Just like if you're after a really nice pair of trousers, either smart work trousers or jogger style trousers. I love their jogger style trousers. I have a maroon satin pair and just a black pair with like a stripe down the side and a satin like tie. They're just so flattering, so well made, and such a good staple. Like, I think M&M's really underrated and their trousers are their best items. So definitely check them out again in the sales. And then now we're on to random favourites. So sorry if this video is really long, but I've got to get through it. So, hair. GHD Classic Curling Wand. I've done many tutorial with this. With the Way hair oil. Just gives a nice shine. Gets rid of frizz. Oh, jewellery wise, this Hermes H bracelet is basically the only piece of jewellery I own / wear. As you can see, for a bangle, the way it fits to your wrist is just like, it's not even there. Like, it fits so perfectly. The clasp, you just like turn the H and then it comes off. It's the most beautiful piece of jewellery. And the only one I'll ever need, really, because I'm not the biggest jewellery person. I adore that. So yeah. Oh, random, but favourite music album of the year was Taylor Swift Lover. Taylor Swift isn't necessarily my favourite type of music, but I think because I've grown up with her, I first went to a Taylor Swift concert when I was 11 and I'm now 21. So yeah, just grown up completely with her, so whenever she releases an album, it's a favourite. So that's on there, and I'm going to her tour in Hyde Park in July, which I'm very excited about. Sims 4. Like, guys, I spend so much time on Sims 4. I can't even. But it's all like on your laptop now, you just download it. So when they've got like these, they've got a massive sale on at the moment if you're interested, but when they've got like their expansion packs on sale, it's so much easier to buy it. But yeah, I spend a majority of my time these days on The Sims 4. I have all the expansion packs apart from seasons and like generations or ambitions or something like that. I just thought they're both kind of pointless, so I didn't get them, but I have all the others. But yeah, it's just really fun. I just like building houses, really. It's really good if you like interior design. Let's do books. So fiction, I don't read a lot of fiction, but I really enjoyed Crazy Rich Asians. It's a really good read, really funny, yeah, really addictive. The Power of Now, amazing if you know anyone suffering with anxiety or depression. I think this would really help. It helped me. It's just a really good book, kind of explaining how we've become one with our minds. Instead of seeing our minds as something we can control, our minds now control us, and it's about how to kind of detach, be like meditating constantly basically. But it's a really good book. I hear it's Oprah's favourite, so I mean, yeah. And also Grit, if you're lacking some motivation, Grit will do it for you. Grit is basically about how people who are less naturally gifted end up overtaking those who are more naturally gifted because of grit. And it has lots of examples and stuff, and it's just a really cool read. So that's one of my favourites this year, so definitely recommend those 3. All very different as well, so you can take your pick. Jigsaws. So I got into these again because I had a bit of anxiety, and these kind of like, it helped me to do things where I wasn't like in my mind, so I was concentrating on something all the time, and jigsaws was one of those things. So I have one to show you. This is a Little Mermaid 1,000 piece. I have so many different jigsaws these days, and they're really fun and they're really good to do as like a family activity, and yeah, I've rediscovered them and I love them. So that's another one. And lastly, I thought I'd do some food favourites. I'm not sure if you can get these in America. 12 bites. I freaking live off of 12 bites. They are so good. They're like, if you know what, like flake, they're like flake in little bites, but like contained with a layer of chocolate. They're not as messy. Oh, if you love chocolate, I adore those. And also squashies. They're let me get a packet for you. So they're like this, like little sweets. They say raspberry milk, but it's kind of like, I don't know, just like a nice pink flavour. They're just so good. I love the consistency. They're like chewy but foamy. You guys are like, what? But they're really nice. Don't knock it till you try it. They do other flavours, but the original flavour is my favourite. And yeah, they're my favourite sweets of all time. So I just thought I had to include them, and I discovered them last year as well. Okay, so I believe that is everything from my 2019 favourites. Forget what year it is now. So yeah, hope you enjoyed, and let me know if any of my favourites were your favourites as well, if you liked any of the stuff. And yeah, I'll see you guys very soon. Please don't forget to subscribe. I'd really love to have you, and yeah, definitely leave comments down below for video requests and things, because sometimes I'm lacking in ideas. I try to upload quite a lot, so I need those ideas. But yeah, anyway guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in a few days. I hope you have a lovely rest of your week, and yeah, I'll see you soon. Bye guys.